Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be taking a closer look at the BladeHQ exclusive Boker Kalashnikov Mini Desert Warrior Edition that dropped a few weeks back as part of BladeHQ's restock of their Desert Warrior line. I believe these dropped alongside a regular full-size Desert Warrior Kalashnikov as well as a Victorinox Classic SD Desert Warrior Edition as well as a Lynch Pry Bar All-Access Pass. That one was really expensive. It was like $145. And obviously BladeHQ also dropped their mats, and I think there was a Zippo lighter as well. That was pretty cool, but I managed to get my hands on a mini. I really like the Desert Warrior design. It's really fun. You know, I've never had one of these before. They always sell out pretty fast, but I was able to get my hands on this mini with no problem. Obviously it's an automatic knife, the Boker Kalashnikov, made in Taiwan, AUS-8 steel, if you can see it on camera. It's a stainless steel, Japanese stainless steel, obviously on the lower end of things. This is an automatic knife that only retailed for around $45, so I'm not expecting a super steel, but yeah, it's a pretty nice spear point. Obviously, only one side has the edge, it's not a double-edged dagger. And let's do a little size comparison against some of my favorite EDC knives. Here it is up against the full-size Benchmade bug out. Obviously the bug out's a little bit bigger. Here it is up against the mini bug out. Even then, it's more comparable to the mini bug out, but the mini bug out's still relatively big. And here it is up against the Civivi Elementum, the standard flipper edition. As you can see, the mini Kalashnikov is pretty small. Even when compared to the mini bug out, it is still slightly shorter. And here it is up against a ruler, open. As you can see, it's almost 6 inches when it's open. And then as for blade length, the website says it's about 2.5 inches, and as you can see, it is 2.5 inches. I live in California, and unfortunately that means this knife actually isn't legal to carry because it is above 2 inches. And but I mostly bought this knife for a fun little collector's piece. It's not really a user or anything like my bug out and Elementum, but yeah, it's definitely a cool piece to have. Obviously, check your local knife laws. I'm not a lawyer. If you live in an area where you can actually legally carry this knife, that's cool. But just know that there are definitely some legal restrictions when it comes to this knife. The blade is in this neon blue color, and then the handle is in this neon pink color with a bunch of sprinkle designs on it, which is very nice. The main screw where the blade and the pivot is in yellow. The buttons in purple. You got red, green, and blue screws, and they are the same on the other side. You got a nice deep carry pocket clip also in that same bright neon blue color. It's very deep. As you can see, it's above the actual scales. I like to call them like the ultra deep carry clips. Like plenty of deep carry clips like the bug out, it's like on the scale, but on the Kalashnikov it's like above the scale, so it gives you a very deep carry in your pocket. In terms of the push button automatic action, I'd say the Kalashnikov is good, not great, especially for the price. I mean, for $45 you can't really complain that much about the action. I mean, it's good, it fires with a good amount of speed. Push button is really nice when you press it. Obviously it doesn't compare to ProTech, but then again, obviously ProTech prices in comparison to this $45 automatic, you definitely expect more for those prices. I don't really consider myself to have big hands, so I'm able to have a good 4-finger grip on this knife despite it being the smaller version. As I showed earlier, this knife is pretty small in comparison to my favorite EDC knives, but despite that, I still get a nice 4-finger grip on the knife, and I also can get a nice reverse grip as well. And in terms of closing it, obviously automatic knives are a little harder to close one-handedly, but I can still close it one-handedly with relative ease. In terms of sharpness of the blade, straight out of the box, it wasn't that razor sharp. I mean, then again, this is a $45 kind of fun knife, so I wasn't expecting that much, but it still is a little disappointing that I'd probably need to touch up the blade myself, even though I just bought it. But yeah, I mean, the blade shape is nice. I just wish it came out a little bit sharper right out of the package. But overall, I really like this knife. Obviously, I mostly bought this for fun as a collector piece. I mean, I love the Desert Warrior line of stuff. I always get excited when BladeHQ announces a restock, and I was happy to definitely get my hands on this. Obviously, I can't legally carry it since I am in California, but it is still nice to own and have as a collector's piece. So what do you guys think of the Desert Warrior line from BladeHQ? Let me know down in the comments. Also, let me know if you managed to cop any of the other Desert Warrior items from this latest drop. There were definitely a lot. I know in the past it was mostly knives, but this time they had the addition of the pry bar and the Zippo, which was definitely interesting. And yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Follow me on my socials, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.